Welcome to the Triumph Fundamentals Weekly Insight Podcast. Each week, we'll sit down with President and CEO of Triumph, Jim Horn, as he shares experiences, insight, and stories that drive home the importance of the 31 fundamentals that make Triumph the best-in-class employee-owned company it is today. This week, Jim shares something essential to superior customer service: honor commitments.
For decades, Triumph has had the reputation for doing what we say we're going to do and honoring our commitments. Sometimes we have overcommitted and had to regroup and tweak our initial plan to meet the seemingly impossible deadlines. But our dedicated field forces were always committed to making sure that we took care of the customers and did whatever needed to be done to meet their deadlines. Our customers always came first and became their top priority. That is what has separated us from everyone else. Let me tell you a quick story. In the winter of 2008, I received a phone call from Jay Steimer from W.L. Gore. I remember that day quite vividly. It was in January of 2008, and it was snowing at the time. Jay said he had something to ask me, and it was so important that he wanted to ask me in person, face to face. Jay arrived a little after 1. We went to the conference room, and he seemed to be a little preoccupied at the time. He started off by saying that he made a commitment that he wasn't sure that he could keep without the right teams on board. Gore was relocating one of its business units from Paper Mill and Elk Creek to a new facility on Star Road in Avondale. The project was the complete renovation of the old Hewlett-Packard facility, converting it into a manufacturing plant for the consolidation of this business unit. It was going to be a design-build project and had to be completed in 6 months. Jay wanted to meet me face-to-face to ask me if we could pull this off, as if his job depended on the successful completion of the project. After much discussion, I told him that we had the capacity to do the project and we could make the commitment to meet the project deadlines. As soon as we were given the notice to proceed, Steve Fleck immediately began the design, because the installations couldn't begin without a set of plans. Ken Terry was selected to manage the project. Once we knew the power requirements, he began ordering the transformers, switchboard, bus ducts, and panel boards. We quickly selected the superintendent that was going to oversee the field installations and began the complete demo of all the existing electrical systems. This was so fast-paced that as the design was progressing, it was fed to the field daily. In other words, the design and the installation were almost done concurrently. What made this project a little more challenging was the manufacturing equipment had to be disconnected at 2 of Gore's other facilities and reconnected at the new facility on Star Road, with minimal downtime. Steve ended up spending a little over 800 hours on the design, and the entire electrical installations took almost 29,000 man-hours to complete. In the end, the total project was valued at $3.6 million and was successfully completed on time. Lesson learned here: when you have the reputation for doing whatever it takes to honor your commitments, the opportunities present themselves when you're not expecting them. So we all need to keep that in mind, and when we make a commitment, we honor it.